Right now, there is one man on Earth building electric cars, launching rockets into space, creating brain chips, controlling satellites above your head, and trying to colonize another planet. But just a few years ago, that same man was sleeping on office floors, watching rockets explode, and standing just weeks away from total bankruptcy. This is the unbelievable story of how Elon Musk became the richest man in the world. Before the billions, before Tesla, before SpaceX, there was just a quiet kid in South Africa. While most children played outside, Elon disappeared into books. The future became his escape, but school was brutal. He was bullied badly, mocked, beaten up. And instead of giving up, he imagined a different world. At just 12 years old, he taught himself programming and built a video game called Blastar. It sold for around $500, a tiny moment at the time, but it revealed something extraordinary. Elon Musk wasn't just learning technology, he was learning how to build the future. At 17, he left South Africa behind. No fame, no safety, no guarantees, just ambition. He moved to North America, believing innovation could change humanity forever. The journey wasn't glamorous. Tiny apartments, long nights, constant coding. Then came the internet revolution. While most people still didn't understand the internet, Elon saw its future clearly. He and his brother launched a startup called Zip2. Investors rejected them repeatedly. But Elon refused to quit. Eventually, the company sold for hundreds of millions of dollars. The bullied kid from South Africa had become a millionaire. But money wasn't the goal. Not even close. After Zip2, he founded X.com, an online banking company so futuristic, people barely trusted it. Back then, many people were afraid to use credit cards online at all. But Elon believed money itself would become digital. X.com eventually became PayPal. And when PayPal sold to eBay, Elon Musk earned over $100 million. At that moment, he could have disappeared into luxury forever. Instead, he risked everything. In the early 2000s, private rockets sounded insane. Space belonged to governments, not startups. But Elon Musk believed humanity needed to become multiplanetary. So he created SpaceX, and almost everyone laughed. The first Falcon rocket was launched. Everyone was at the screens waiting for the launch. While everyone was tensed and nervous about it, Elon looked confident and optimistic about it. But then, something terrible happened. The rocket exploded in midway, along with Elon's dreams. While everyone got devastated after it, Elon was constantly reviewing the rocket failure footage. Then the second Falcon rocket was launched, and again it exploded into pieces. Everyone thought SpaceX was doomed forever. Media mocked him, laughed at him. Elon, too, was devastated now, but he didn't give up. A third Falcon rocket was made ready to be launched. Everyone was desperate now to make the launch successful. Unfortunately, the results didn't change, as the rocket exploded once again. Elon got frustrated now. He had tried everything. The stock prices of Tesla and SpaceX faced a massive downfall. Elon checked his bank account, and surprisingly, he had only a small amount left with him now. Everything seemed to end, but he decided to give himself one final chance in an all-in-one gamble. Imagine the biggest dreams in the world tied with one final rocket launch. And to everyone's surprise, it was successful this time. NASA noticed immediately, and soon after, SpaceX received a massive contract. That single launch changed the future of space forever. But another battle was happening at the same time. Tesla, Back then, electric cars were considered boring, slow, impossible. Traditional car companies didn't take Tesla seriously. Then came the financial crisis of 2008. Markets crashed, investors disappeared. Companies collapsed. Tesla was running out of cash. Elon Musk made a decision that looked completely insane. He invested nearly all the money he had left into Tesla and SpaceX. If both companies failed, he would go broke, but Tesla survived. Then came the Model S.
And suddenly, the world realized electric cars could be fast, luxurious, and revolutionary. Tesla exploded in value. Factories expanded across continents. And Elon Musk's wealth began growing faster than almost anyone in modern history. As Tesla grew, so did Elon's influence. SpaceX began landing rockets vertically, something experts once called impossible. Starlink satellites spread across the planet. Tesla became the world's most valuable car company. And eventually, Elon Musk surpassed billionaires like Jeff Bezos, becoming the richest person on Earth. But money was never the full story, because Elon Musk wasn't simply trying to become rich. He was trying to build things the world thought couldn't exist, and that's why he became one of the most controversial people alive. Some see him as a visionary genius. Others see him as reckless and unpredictable. He crashes markets with tweets, makes impossible promises, pushes employees beyond their limits. And yet, millions remain fascinated by him.
Why? Because whether people love him or hate him, Elon Musk makes the future feel real. Self-driving cars, Mars colonies, brain chips, humanoid robots. Ideas that once belonged only in science fiction are slowly becoming reality. But maybe the most unbelievable part of Elon Musk's story isn't the money. It's the risk. Again and again, he bet everything. Not once, multiple times. And most people never do that. The richest man in the world was once a lonely child reading books in South Africa, a startup founder sleeping on office floors, a businessman watching rockets explode while the world laughed, and somehow he kept going. Maybe that's why people can't stop watching Elon Musk. Because his story feels less like business and more like a preview of the future. Elon Musk is probably already building the next impossible thing. And if even half of his visions become reality, then this story, and somewhere right now, inside a giant factory, or deep inside a rocket facility, is only the beginning.